I remember the fear I felt when I exhibited my work in my first one-man show when I was only 15. The excitement of seeing my work hanging on their walls, other than in my bedroom, was soon overshadowed by the arrival of visitors to the gallery. A few family and friends came, but largely it was a general public who knew nothing about me, my age, or my style. They only knew what they liked. I recall shrinking back in horror as these people came inches away to each painting, their noses almost touching the canvas in close scrutiny. I felt like saying, paintings are meant to be hung and viewed from a distance. Please, don't look so closely. I'd advise all artists, though, to anonymously attend their own exhibitions, as you get to know what the public like, or don't like, so that your next exhibition can be tailored to suit their buying needs. Be warned, though, you must be able to hear and accept harsh criticism. Listening to people in a gallery, you soon realise that everyone is an art critic, and some comments you overhear can be hurtful, others uplifting, and some really constructive. I didn't reveal myself as the artist as I didn't want to hear false flattery, but I did want to know what these people really felt about my work. These were all potential buyers after all, and I needed to find out how I could change my work to enable me to sell more to them. After my month-long exhibition and reading the scores of comments in the visitor's book, it gave me a warm glow inside, and seeing all of those red sold dots on the frames made me even happier. That exhibition, I sold around 37 out of 40 paintings, and I felt on top of the world. But I also to this day remember some of the comments made about my work, but that have helped me expand and change my style and make sure that when I paint, I not only fulfil my need as an artist, but that I make it commercial so it will sell. How do you feel when someone criticises your art? I know all too well how scary it can be to sell your artwork or to put your art on display with a view of selling it. People's comments can be harsh, hurtful and cruel, especially if they don't know you're in earshot. At one of my larger exhibitions when I was 17, I did hang around the gallery to listen to the comments. And how scathing some people were, it was quite shocking. But more to that, it was the huge dent in my ego at that age. But I sat and I thought about them, and I read the comments left in the visitor's book, which I always did, and I noticed something different. The comments in the visitor's book were always full of support and encouragement, which you'd expect. But that's a stark contrast of several visitors' real thoughts and experiences. And this realisation helped me get a more grounded view. It wasn't that my work was hated by everyone, far from it. That was evident from the handwritten notes in the book. But the comments that I saw as hugely critical could be used to my advantage. Some comments were personal opinion, so I learned to acknowledge it and move on. But other comments were actually really constructive. These are the people that were prospective customers, so it's good to know what they liked and didn't like, even though it made me feel like giving up and hanging up my paintbrush. I did use those comments and I improved my work. I made sure that I didn't just have the cheapest frames I could find just to get them on the wall, and I looked at how I could make my work less twee and more commercial. It ended up as a fun and exciting learning curve on the journey of being an artist at such a young age, and I would encourage all artists to do it. It is a dent to your ego, but it's really well worthwhile just listening to the real comments, not the false flattery, the truth of those buyers or possible buyers. If you're an artist who is aiming to sell to the public and you want to cater your work to them, you need to know what they like and what they don't like. So swallow your pride and listen in, and then use those, instead of being hurt by the criticism, try and use them to your advantage to improve your work and make it more commercial so they'll end up buying it. I hope you found that useful.